ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम् अवाङ्मनसगोचरम् आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रयेभीष्टसिद्धये अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान् अतीतद्वैतभानतः गुरूणाराध्य वेदान्त सारं वक्ष्ये यथामति। Yesterday, who gave summary? You gave?
So we are seeing the part of the text where Mahavakyartha is discussed, and that is Anubhava Mahavakyartha is discussed. And we had finished three topics in this. The first one was Akhandakara Chitta Vrittehe Mahavakyopadeshat Udayah. The second is Akhandakara Chitta Vrittehe Karyam Tad Vadaha Cha. The third topic that is in 173 is Brahma Jnane Vyapti Ekam Eva. Now, we are seeing this from the standpoint of the text. And now from 174 to 176 the topic is Shruti Virodha Parihara. And we started with 174. Evam cha sati means when in case of Brahma Jnana there is no need of Phala Vyapti and there is only Vritti Vyapti in that case, means when this is the case, then Shrutyoho Avirodha, there is non-contradiction between the Shruti. And what are the Shruti? Manasa eva anudrashtavyam yan manasana manute iti anayoho. The Shruti which says that by mind alone this Brahma should be appreciated, and one does not objectify which Brahma by this mind. Between these two Shrutis, that is, there is Avirodha, and for that reason is given. Vritti Vyapyatvangikarena Pada Vyapyatva Pratisheda Pratipadanat. Because of the mention of the negation of Brahma being illumined by Chidabhasa, with the acceptance of Brahma being pervaded by the Vritti, therefore there is no Virodha. Or we can see this in another manner. Vritti Vyapyatva Matrangikarena Phala Vyapyatva Pratisheda Pratipadanat. By the acceptance of only, by the mere acceptance of Brahma being pervaded by the Vritti, there is negation of Brahma being illumined by Chidabhasa, and by that presentation of negation of being illumined by Chidabhasa, there is Shrutyoho Avirodha. In this, now the Granthakara Sadananji now shows that it is told in Panchadashi also. Taduktam, and that is told. Phala-vyapyatvamevasya shastra-kruttir nivaritam brahmanya-jnana-nashaya vritti-vyaptir-apekshita swayam prakashamanatvad pamanatvad na avasa upayuchyate. So here in the first part of the shloka, which is the Uttarartha of 7th chapter 90th shloka, it is said, for this Brahma, the status of being illumined by the Chidabhasa alone is negated by the Shastrakaras. In the second half it is said, for the destruction of Ajnanam with regard to Brahma or in Brahma, the Vritti Vyapti is expected. And in the third part it is told that there is no use, the Chidabhasa is not used since Brahma is self-evident.
So we can clarify that with regard to Brahma Jnanam, Chidabhasa is not used. Yujyate kituna upayujyate. That Tikakara in this, like I said, Yujyamanopi na upayujyate. Even it is present, available, not used.
By these three different halves, the Granthakara shows that from the first one, Phalavyapyatvadi, it is shown that Phalavyapti is not required. Means it is the pramanam for Phalavyapti is not required. The second is the pramanam for Vritti Vyapti is necessary. And the third, can we take it Swamiji, as the pramanam for Chidabhasa is not used?
Third is the explanation why Chidabhasa is not required. So Phalavyaptyatvam is why is it not required? That is explained in the third line. Phalavyapyatva bhavasya hetu maha. Phalavyaptam means Chidabhasa Vyapyatvam. And Chidabhasa Vyapyatvam is not there because Chidabhasa has no role to play.
So the reason for why Chidabhasa has no role to play, that is Phalavyapti is
Or
not
you can connect why Phalavyaptyatvam is not required. Phalavyaptam is not required because Chidabhasa is not used.
Yes.
Cannot be used. And Chidabhasa why is not used? Because Swayam Prakashama.
Yes. So now the fourth subtopic of this section is completed. And now the fifth subtopic, that is Ghatadau Prati Vyapti Dvayam Apekshita.
Ghatadi Jnana.
Ghatadi Jnana.
Yesterday the same thing.
Yes.
I think yesterday a similar thing happened, no? You told her, huh?
No, day before yesterday.
Day before maybe, huh? Because I remember this. This is second. Okay, it happens, yes.
Ghatadi Jnanam Prati Vyapti Dvayam Apekshitam. And it can be, the Granthakara talks here in the form of Vishesha, so we can say Ghatadi Jnanam Prati Visheshaha. So it is said in 177, Jada Padartha Kara Karita Chitta Vrittehe Visheshaha Asti Kasmat Akhanda Kara Chitta Vrittehe.
Kasyaha.
Okay, if we take this as Sasti.
Huh?
Means, if we take this Vrittehe as Sasti, then that would be Panchami. If we take this as Panchami, then that would be Sasti. Like.
No, this is Sashti, there is no doubt
So
about
that
it.
is Panchami, no?
That is Panchami. Panchami means Kasyaha.
Kasyaha, yes. Yes.
Clear, no? Kasyaha.
Yes. Yes.
See, here it is not that we can do that Jada Vritte, Sakashat, Visheshasti, it's not there. Why? Because he is going to explain Jada Vritti, Chitta Vritti explanation is there. Therefore, Shashti only.
Yes.
Otherwise, he has to give the explanation about what is happening in Brahmakar Vritti. So, if that was the fifth case, then Brahmakar Vritti what happens?
Yes.
So, Chitta Vrittehe Shashti,
Yes.
Visheshaha.
So, there is Visheshaha, there is speciality of what? Of the modification of the mind which is formed in keeping with the Jada Padartha, inert object. And that is now explained in 178. Tathahi, for example, or just to explain, ayam ghataha iti ghatakara karita chitta ghatakara karita ghatakara karita karita chitta vrittihi agnatam ghatam vishayi krutya.
That also same.
That happened yesterday.
Yes.
The modification of the mind which is formed in keeping with the object ghata in the manner this is the pot. That is later.
He's talking to himself. Okay.
So, chitta vrittihi in the form of ghata, having objectified the unknown ghata.
See, what did you say? The thought in the form of ghata?
The thought which is formed
In
in keeping with the form ghata or in the form of ghata.
Okay, we can say, okay. In the chitta vritti, okay, we have to take different meaning. Chitta vritti is not in the form of ghata. Chitta vritti is having the form of ghata. Otherwise, chitta vritti in the form of ghata, but it will be little, it's a double meaning has. When we say that knowledge fire in the form of knowledge, means what? Fire is the knowledge. Or we sometimes in the form of the explanation in the form of lakshana. So explanation is lakshana. Here chitta vritti is not the ghata. Chitta vritti having the form of chitta vritti which is formed in keeping with the form of the pot. Anyway, technically you are right, but it's like a double meaning it has. Okay, so chitta vritti, agnatam ghatam.
Having objectified the unknown ghata, it bhasayati, illumines. How ayam ghataha iti, this is ghata in this manner. And now, before.
Okay, yeah, ayam ghata iti bhasayati. Okay.
And now it is explained what happens between Vishayi Krutya and Bhasayati. Swagata chidabhasena jadam ghatam api bhasayati. How does it how does the bhasanam happen? Swagata chidabhasena, by the chidabhasa, reflected consciousness obtaining in itself. Itself refers to the in chittavritti itself. Jadam ghatam bhasayati, the inert ghata it illumines. And this process of bhasanam is preceded by purasaram tad gata jnana nirasana. Means it is preceded by the negation of the ajnana which is obtaining in that gata or with regard to that gata. Yes. And here the word api has got a significance. Earlier when the Brahmakara Vritti was discussed, there the word was evam. Eva. Means there is only chitta vritti, vritti vyapti alone. That was highlighted there. And here by the word api, it is shown that the chidabhasa also has a role to play by phala vyapti or through phala vyapti in getting the knowledge of ajnatam ghatam.
In getting, okay, yes. So jada ghatam bhasayati api.
Api. So api signifies that phala vyapti also happens.
Illumination also happens
in case of Gata Jnana. And here we saw that what is the role of Vritti Vyapti and what is the role of Phala Vyapti. Vritti Dvara Ajnana Nashanam means there is negation of Ajnanam. Phala Dvara
Swachhata Padana.
That is Vritti Dvara Swachhata Padanam.
And फल द्वारा
अतिशय ज्ञातता अतिशय उपपाद
ज्ञाततातिशय
upapadana. So
ज्ञाततातिशय
तथा रूप अतिशय उपापादन.
ज्ञातता रूप अतिशय
upapadana.
आपादनम is better.
Apadana.
Apadana. Upapadana means explaining, no? She is
Yes,
not
yes.
explaining. Apadana.
Yes.
Okay.
Vritti Vyapti brings cleanliness, and the Phala Vyapti gives a new attribute in the form of it is known,
Being known.
being known.
Jnatata means being known. Okay. In this फलव्याप्यत्वमेवास्य शास्त्रकृद्भिः निवारितम्. That is 790 उत्तरार्ध. So actually ब्रह्मण्यज्ञाननाशाय वृत्तिव्याप्तिरपेक्षिता स्वयं प्रकाशमानत्वात् नाभासः उपयुज्यते. These two are making one shloka. Vrittivyapti is expected for removing the ignorance about Brahman. And here also Tikakara says, Brahmani ekatvasya agnanena avrutatvat tasya agnanasya nivrittaya. So Brahman as such is evident as Atma. But Brahman is one with Pratyagatma. That fact is not known. There is ignorance about this fact. And to remove that ignorance, that Brahman itself is available as Pratyagatma. Jagad Adhishthanam Brahman itself is available as Pratyagatma. With regard to this fact, there is Ajnanam. And to remove that Ajnanam, Vritti Vyapti Apekshita. So Vritti Vyapti is required because Ajnana Nashanam has to happen. And why do we say Ajnanam Nashanam has to happen? Because there is Ajnanam. And Ajnanam regarding what? Ajnanam regarding Brahman being available as Pratyagatma. Brahman is there as a Pratyagatma. Regarding this fact there is ignorance. That ignorance is to be removed, and ignorance can be removed by Vritti Vyapti. Therefore, Vritti Vyapti Apekshita. Okay. But Swayam Prakashamanatvat Abhasaha na upayujyate. The Chidabhasa is not used. As I said, Yujyamanopi na upayujyate. Even though it is available, but na upayujyate. It is not used. And here Swayam Prakashamanatvat is a Sadanandi's reading, but in the original book it is Spuranatvat. Swayam Spuranamanatvat. Swayam Spurana Rup, I think Swayam Spurana Rupatvat, perhaps. So instead of Prakasha, it is Spurana Rupa or Spurana Manatvat. Swayam Spurana Rupatvat, I think Rupatvat. Swayam Spurana Rupatvat Nabhasa Upayujyate. Instead of Prakasha, the word used is Spurana. Meaning is the same. Okay. And this idea is further clarified either in Panchadashi in the 7.93-94. And that is to show the distinction between the Ghatadi Gnanam and Brahma Gnanam. He gives the example. Chakshur Deepavapekshayate Ghatade Darshane Yatha. Just as for seeing the pot, etc., Chakshu is expected and Deepa also expected. Chakshu, the eyes are expected and Deepa also expected. To see pot which is placed in the dark room, eyes also required and Deepa also required. But na Deepa Darshane Kintu. Kintu means but Deepa Darshane Chakshur Deepo na apekshate. Chakshur ekam apekshate. Only the eyes are required. For seeing the pot in the dark room, light is required and eyes are also required. Whereas for seeing the lamp, only eyes are required. And further 94 it says, Sthitopyaso Chidabhasa. Just as in Ghatakara Vritti Chidabhasa is present, in Brahmakara Vritti also Chidabhasa is present. Sthito api asau Chidabhasah Brahmani eki bhavet param. So when Vritti is formed, Chidabhasa is there, but that Chidabhasa Brahmani eki bhavet, becomes one with Brahman. Natu Brahmani atishayam phalam kuryat. It does not create any result. Atishaya, some improvement. Natata rupa atishaya, some improvement, or the attribute in the form of Natata, Brahmani, in Brahman, na kuryat, does not do. So Chidabhasa, even though it is present, but param is but, Brahmani eki bhavet, it becomes one with Brahman. Natu brahmatishayam phalam kuryat. It does not produce the result in the form of some improvement, in the form of gnatata, being known. Prakatya, also another word they use, prakatya rupatishaya in Brahman. Ghatadivat vyatireka drishtanta. In case of Ghatadi Gnanam, this Chidabhasa does atishaya. But here atishaya is not done. Chidabhasa does not create any atishaya in Brahman, unlike in Ghatadi Gnanam. Alright, and here the commentator gives nice example. He says, sun is reflected in a water body. It's like say bucket or a mirror. That light, that reflected light, will be illumining different things. It can illumine different objects in the dark room. We used to do that, no? See, sunlight will fall in the mirror, and that from mirror we will put one reflection on the wall, and used to put one film. You know, small film we used to have. From theatre they will throw away because some, I don't know why, but it throw away, and then we used to collect. And then we put that, so we see that film. So we used to feel great about us. We are not only watching, we are producing. You know that film we can make. You have not done that. Do you done? Have you done? That is maybe regional speciality. So film. So what I want to say, that reflected light can illumine different objects. It can illumine whatever comes in the way, it will illumine. But now imagine this reflected light, the light which is reflected, the sunlight which is reflected in the bucket, you try to direct it to the sun. What will happen? Eki bhavet. If you try, you can try also. So if you try, what will happen? It will become one with sunlight. Is it clear? So our Chidabhasa is like that bucket sun. So reflected in the bucket. Our body is bucket, water is Sukshma Sharira, we have this bottle. So now that light is reflected, it can illumine different Ghatadi, illumine. But when it is directed towards this towards this sunlight, which is in Dashtanta, it is original consciousness, Bimba Chaitanyam, Brahma, then it will not be able to do. It becomes what? Eki bhavet. Similarly, here also Chidabhasa does not do any job. Okay. So that idea is given. Swayam prakashamanatvat nabhasaha upayujyate. Then Jada Padartha Akara Akarita Chitta Vritti Vishesha Asti. The Ghatadi Chitta Vritti, Ghatadhyakara Chitta Vritti has got some speciality or distinction. And what? That Ayam Ghata Haiti Ghatakara Akarita Chitta Vritti Agnatam Ghatam Vishayikritya Tadgata Agdani Nirasana Purassaram Swagata Chidabhasena Jadam Ghatam Api Bhasayati. Ayam Ghata iti Vritti. This Vritti, Ayam Ghata, whose nature, whose configuration, content is I am Gataha. That chitta vritti, in fact, bhavi vritti it should be I am Gataha. Otherwise, I am Gata is there, then what? Ajnanam. Agnatam Gatam Vishayi Kritya. Having objectified the part which is Agnatam before it has been pervaded by the vritti. So, Agnatam Gatam Vishayi Kritya. Tadgata Agnana Nirassana Purassaram. Having done, Purassaram can be translated, having done the Nirasanam, negation of the Agnanam regarding the pot or obtaining in the pot. Swagata Chidabhasena, through the Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness obtaining itself. Jadam Gatam Bhasayati Api. It illumines it also illumines the pot. It also illumines the pot which is inert. And Taduktam, that idea is given in the next sentence, which is a quotation of Panchadashi. Buddhitasthacidabhasau Dvavapi vyapnuto ghatam Tatra jnanam dhiya nashyet Abhasena ghataspuret. Okay. So here he is iti. He is explaining what was said in the previous paragraph. That in the case of Ghatadik Jnanam, there are two operations. One is Vritti Vyapti and Phala Vyapti. So in that previous paragraph, Ghatam Vishayi Kritya Tadgata Agdana Nirasana Purassaram is Vritti Vyapti. Swagata Chidabhasena Jadagatam Api Bhasayati is the Phala Vyapti. These two are explained. Buddhi Tastha Chidabhasau. Buddhi here refers to Vritti. Vritti and Tastha, obtaining in that Vritti, Chidabhasaha. Chidabhasa and the Vritti. Vritti and the Chidabhasa which is obtaining in the Vritti. Dvau api, both of them. Vyaptutaha is a dvivachanam. Prathama Purusha dvivachanam. Pervade. Ghatam, pot. Vritti and the Chidabhasa obtaining in the Vritti. Or here Buddhi, if we take the intellect or the mind also okay. Buddhi and the Chidabhasa obtaining in it. Dvau api, both of them. Vyaptutaha ghatam, they pervade the pot. Tatra, tatra means what? Buddhi Chidabhasayoho madhye, between the two of these two. What? Buddhi and Chidabhasa of these two. Agnanam dhiya nashyet. Agnanam, ignorance. Nashyet, nashyet means would be destroyed. Dhiya, dhiya means buddhi vritya, by buddhi vritti. Agnanam will be destroyed by the vritti, the thought of the mind. Nashyet means would be destroyed. Is a ling lakara, the shade. And abhasena, chidabhasena, ghataha sphuret. And with chidabhasa, ghata will shine. Ghata will shine means ghata will be illumined. Iti. In this manner, the vritti vyapti and phala vyapti both are required. That is said. So, agnanam dhyanashyet is the result of vritti vyapti. Abhasena ghataspuret, the result of phala vyapti. Abhasena ghataspuret has got the meaning ghataha gnatata tishayavan bhaved. Pot will become endowed with this attribute, improved attribute of being known. Abhasena ghataha spuret. Okay. Here, this regarding vritti vyapti and phala vyapti, this Vidvat Manoranjanikara gives the definition, technical definition. We have understood in simple words, but how they see, it is interesting to see. विशिष्ट शब्दादि प्रमाण बलात् तत्तत् विषयाकार तत्तत् विषयाकार धी समुन्मेषाभिव्यक्तत्वम् धी समुन्मेषाभिव्यक्तत्वम् वृत्ति व्याप्यत्वम्. I will read again. विशिष्ट शब्दादि प्रमाण बलात्, one word, तत्तद् विषयाकार धी समुन्मेषाभिव्यक्तत्वम् vritti vyapyatvam. So anything is vritti vyapta means what this? Abhivyaktatvam, being manifest, means covering factor is removed and therefore it is manifesting. So being abhivyakta, being manifest, when, by what? The samunmesha, by the rise of the vritti, which is tattad vishayakara, which is in keeping with the form of the object. And this vritti, how is it born? Vishishta shabdadi pramana balat, because of the strength of the pramanam. Vishishta means specific, because of the strength of specific pramanam, such as the words, etc. So any object being manifested because of the rise of the vritti of a given object, which is born because of the strength of the specific means of knowledge, such as words, etc. Okay, this is a literal translation. Simply what it means, that any object is vritti vyapya, means it is getting manifested because of the rise of vritti. So being vritti vyapya means being manifest. And what is the idea conveyed by being manifest? Earlier it was veiled, anabhivyakta. It was veiled because of the veiling factor called ajnanam. And what does vritti do? Vritti removes that ajnana avaranam. Therefore the object, what happens? It becomes manifest. So being manifest because of the removal of the avaranam by the vritti. Removal of avaranam by vritti, which is born because of pramana vyapara. That is the simple idea. Simple message is that any object is vritti vyapya, means that object is being manifest due to the removal of cover by vritti born of pramana vyapara. That is a simple idea. Is it clear? Then what is phala vyapyatvam? It says bahendriya sannikrishta अर्थाकार वाच्य अर्थाकार बाह्य अर्थाकार बाह्य दीप परिणामावच्छिन्न चिदंश कृत प्राकट्याश्रयत्वम् फलव्याप्यत्वम्. So फलव्याप्यत्वम् is this, becoming the ashraya of the prakatya. Prakatya means gnatata rupa atishaya, a particular attribute of being known, which is caused by what? Which is caused by chidamsha. Kruta means caused by chidamsha, which is avachinna, which is conditioned by dhi parinama, the modification of the mind, which is bahya dhi, the modification which is outside, generally outside, and having the shape of the object which is sannikrishta, which is having the shape of the object which is in contact with external organs. So it's a little technical. Bahya Indriya Sannikrishta Arthakara Bahya Di Parinama. So this much is indicating what? Vritti. The Bahya Di Parinama means the modification of the mind which has gone outside and having the shape, akara, having the shape of the object which is contacted by external organs. This much is the meaning of what? The Bahyendriya Sannikrishta Arthakara Bahya Di Parinama means vritti, chitta vritti. And Tadavachinna Chidamsha is referring to Chidabhasa. Avachedavade, this will be the explanation. So Chidamsha, the aspect of consciousness which is conditioned by chitta vritti. And the Chidamsha Krita Prakatya, this particular atishaya, particular attribute of being known, and Tadashrayatvam, being the ashraya. So Phalavyapyatvam means what? Being the locus of Prakatya, an attribute of being known, illumined, caused by Krita, caused by the Chidamsha, an aspect of consciousness which is conditioned by avachinna, conditioned by the parinama, the modification of the mind which is bahya, which has gone outside, and akara, having the shape of the object which is contacted by external organs. Alright. This is a word translate, word translate. Idea is simple. Idea is what? Ghatadis are phalavyapya means what? Ghatadi are becoming the locus, the support of some improvement, some attribute called prakatya. Caused by what? Chidabhasa. What is the Chidabhasa? Chidabhasa is the consciousness conditioned by or reflected in vritti. That is the simple meaning. So being phalavyapya means being the ashraya of prakatya rupa atishaya caused by Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa krita prakatya rupa atishaya shreyatvam phalavyapyatvam. Alright, this is just, Vidvat Manoranjanam. What is the meaning of Vidvat Manoranjanam? This joy or delight of wise people, learned people. So if you understand there is a delight, wow, what a specific way of saying. If you don't understand it, it is Vidvat Amanoranjanam or Vidvat Dukkham. There is one book called Chit Sukhi. So Chit Sukha, but some people say so it's Chit Dukhi only because very difficult to understand. So it's like that. If you understand, there is joy. If you don't understand, it's painful. My God, oh, what this? What a complicated way of saying. It is a precise way of saying. Now, last part of this chapter. This is a little complicated chapter. Next chapter is very easy. In that Shravana, Madana, known people will come. अपने रिश्तेदार आएंगे. So our relatives, Shravana Madana we have done, and Shadlinga and all this. So we will see, now we are in the unknown territory, Therefore we look little bit confused. Alright. Yatha Deepa Prabha Mandalam Andhakara Gatam. That's why Andhak, I said like this because of that. अंधकारगतम्
अंधकारगतम्
घटपटादिकं विषयीकृत्य
घटपटादिकं विषयीकृत्य
तद्गतान्धकारनिरसनपुरःसरम्
तद्गतान्धकारनिरसनपुरःसरम्।
आप तो राग में गाते हैं, तद्गतान्धकारनिरसनपुरःसरम्। He did. You did raga?
I did, but I thought he's speaking something else, so I just maintained the status quo.
You added something?
I have read wrongly one part.
No problem. स्वप्रभया तद् अपि भासयति इति.
स्वप्रभया तदपि भासयति इति.
Okay. So here a printing mistake is there. Those who are in recording them, I am telling that mandakaragatam is there, no? It should be andhakara. Dha should be there in place of the dha. Okay. So what he said, he gives the example. He gives the example to show how two operations are required. Yatha, just as Deepa Prabha Mandalam. Mandala means a circle. Circle of Prabha. Prabha is here in the sense of rays of light. Light rays. A circle of rays of light. Deepa of a lamp. You know that when they draw the picture of a lamp, after putting a flame, they will do line, they do. No? You know that? So when we are showing the picture of lamp, we do line. That is called, that whole thing is called Prabha Mandalam. It's the easy way to explain. So circle of light rays of Deepa, of a lamp. So Yatha Deepa Prabha Mandalam means rays of light of a lamp. What do they do? That is explained. So Deepa Prabha Mandalam is a Kartrupadam. Bhasayati. It illumines. Gatapatadikam. The pot, pata, cloth. Otherwise, the gata means pot and pata doesn't mean pot. Okay? Pata means cloth. Gatapatadikam, pustakam, etc., which is andhakaragatam, which is covered by ignorance, situated in, not ignorance, situated in darkness. This is the example. Andhakara means darkness. Gatam means obtaining in, situated. So, Deepa Prabha Mandalam, Vishayikritya, having objectified the Ghata Patadikam, pot, cloth, etc., which are situated in darkness. So first objectifies. The Deepa Prabha Mandalam is objectifying Ghata Patadikam. And Bhasayati, and it illumines. But before illumining, it does one more job. What is that? Tadgata Andhakara Nirasana Purassaram. Purassaram we can translate it as having done. Having done what? Nirasana. Nirasana means removal of what? Andhakara. The darkness. Of what? Which type of darkness? Tadgata. Tadgata means covering that Gata Patadikam. Tadgata means Tasvik Gata, related to covering that Gata Patadi. So Deepa Prabha Mandalam Bhasayati illumines Gatapatadikam. Tadapi means that Gatapatadikam. Tadapi refers to Gatapatadikam. Illumines that pot, cloth, etc. Having done Purassaram, preceded by means having done the removal of darkness which is covering that Gatapatadi, the pot, etc. And how? Swaprabhaya, by its own light. So lamp has got two jobs. The Deepa Prabha Mandalam has two jobs. The light rays of the lamp has two jobs. have two jobs. What are the two jobs? Gatapatadikam Vishayikritya Tadgatandakara Dirasana. Removal of the darkness having objectified, having pervaded the Gatapatadi. Here Vishayikritya, objectify, and we have to supply Vyapya. Or Vishayikritya itself can be understood as Vyapya, having pervaded Gatapatadi, removing the darkness. So Deepa Prabha Mandalam does first job of removing the darkness which is covering Gatapatadikam. But that is not enough. Swaprabhaya, by its light, Tadapi, Gatapatadikam api, Bhasayati, illumines, Bhasayati illumines. And here also api we should take it to after Bhasayati. Tad Bhasayati api. Not only it removes the darkness covering this Gatapatadi, but it also illumines that Gatapatadi. Is it clear? Similarly, what is Dashtanta? Deepa Prabha Mandalam is the Chitta Vritti with this Chidabhasa. Chit Pratibimba Sahita Chitta Vritti. That is the Dashtanta. What does it do? Gatapatadikam. Here Gatapatadikam can be Gatapatadikam. Vishayi Kritya. Having objectified. Tadgata Andhakara, in place of Andhakara, Ajnana. So having removed the Ajnanam related to Gatapatadi, Swaprabhaya means Chidabhasena, through Chidabhasa, Gatapatadikam Bhasayati. Here we can say Gatapatadikam Napayati, Prakashayati. That is what he had done. So 178 and 180 we can compare. So Chitta Vrittihi Ajnana Nirasana Purassaram Swagata Chidabhasena Swaprabhaya Jadam Gatamapi Bhasayati Tadapi Bhasayati. Okay. In the Drishtanta it is just illumining, and here it is making it known. Is it clear? That was the difference. Okay. So in the Drishtanta, Atishaya in the Gata will be called what?
Bhasyatva.
Bhasyatva or Bhasitatvam. Bhasya means to be illuminated. Bhasitatvam. So Bhasitatvam or Prakashitatvam. And here what will be the Atishaya? Jnatata. Other word is what?
Prakatya.
So in the Drishtanta, two things are done. Andhakara is removed and Prakashitatva Rupa Atishaya is brought about. Andhakara is removed. That is first job. And second is Prakashitata Atishaya Apadanam. In Dashtanta, the Chitta Vritti. In Deepa Prabha Mandalam, what will say? Chit Pratibimba Sahita Chitta Vritti. And Tadgata Andhakara Nirasana is Ajnana Nirasana. Purvaka Swaprabhaya will be Swagata Chidabhasena. Tadapi Gatapatadikam Bhasayati Napayati. Is it clear? With this, the fourth chapter is completed. The fifth topic is completed. The fifth topic is what? The Gatadi Gnane Vyapti Dvayam. That topic is completed. Alright. So with this fourth chapter is completed. So we'll see the summary of this fourth chapter. The first topic of this fourth chapter is Apavada Nirupanam Laya Prakriyacha. We can see Apavada was presented. What is Apavada? The definition was given. Apavado nama Rajju Vivartasya Sarpasya Rajju Matratva Vastu Rajju Matratvavat Vastu Vivartasya Avastunha Ajnanadehe Prapanchasya Vastu Matratva. So Apavada was presented and Laya Prakriya was presented. Laya Prakriya was what? The entire Sthula Prapancha is merged into
Sukshma
The
Bhuta, Stula Mahabhuta,
Sthula Mahabhutas is resolved into
Sukshma Prapancha.
Sukshma Mahabhuta.
Sukshma Prapancha. It will not go, no? In Sukshma Mahabhutas, what two things are resolved? What?
Sthula Mahabhuta and Sthula Prapancha.
Stula Mahabhuta and Sukshma Prapancha.
Sukshma Prapancha. Product is resolved into the cause. Okay. Sthula Prapancha we have already resolved, no? Where?
In Sthula Mahabhuta.
Correct. Then Sukshma Prapancha is resolved into what? Sorry, Sukshma Mahabhutas.
Ajnanam.
Avyakta, Maya. And Maya is resolved into what?
Brahma.
Brahma. Brahma is resolved into what? Not resolved. Brahman remains. Okay. So that type of prakriya is called apavada, where finally only vastu remains. Okay, that was the first topic. So apavada, nirupanam, laya prakriya, pradarshanam cha. That was first topic. Second is adhyaropapavadabhyam padartha shodhanam. The clarifying the meaning of the word tat and tvam by adhyaropapavada prakriya. That was presented and then explained. That was from, okay, this topic if I give number 137 to 141. That was the first topic. Then 142. 137 to 142 first. Then adhyaropapavadabhyam tvam padartha shodhanam. Tattvam padartha shodhanam is from 143 up to 147. And there what was said? That adhyaropapavada prakriya can be used for clarifying the meaning of the word tat and tvam. Then adhyaropadrishtya, which artha will get? Vachyartha. And apavada by apavada prakriya, not drishtya. Adhyaropa prakriya, vachyartha. Apavada prakriya, lakshyartha. And thus adhyaropa apavada will help us to arrive at tattvam padartha. Tattvam padartha, tattvam lakshyartha, finally. And this lakshyartha of both of them are one, and that is me. And thus one gets the vision. That was done up to 147. Then from 148, third topic, Tattvamasi Mahavakyartha Varnana Pratigna. The 148 was the Pratigna. Tattvamasi Mahavakyartha Varnanam. Description of the meaning of Mahavakya Tattvamasi. Or proposition of description of the Mahavakyartha Tattvamasi. And from 149 to 154 Sambandhatrayena Mahavakyasya Akhandartha Bodhakatvam. So, how Mahavakya is revealing indivisible reality through threefold relationship that was shown as the fourth topic, starting from the 149 up to 154. Okay. Then next topic is Neelam Utpalavat Vakyartha Sambhavaha. Mahavakyasya Neelotpala Vakyavat Vakyartha Sambhavaha. Means, simple words, this Mahavakya cannot be interpreted like Neelotpala Vakya. And like Neelotpala Vakya means what? Without Lakshana. Mahavakya cannot be interpreted completely, properly, like Nilotpala Vakya, means without Lakshana. That idea was given from 155 up to 158. 155 to 158. Then, sixth topic, Jahal Lakshana Sambhavaha. In Mahavakya Artha, in Tatvamasi Mahavakya, Jahal Lakshana, the implication by exclusion is not possible. That was shown from 159 up to 163. Clear? 159 to 163. Then, Ajahal Lakshana Sambhavaha was shown from 164 to 168. Alright. And then, Ajahal Lakshana, Jahada Jahal Lakshanaya Vakyartha Upapadanam. Jahada Jahal Lakshanaya Vakyartha Upapadanam. This was done in the 169. Is it clear? Then 170 is the topic of Anubhava Vakyartha Varnana Pratigna. Anubhava Vakyartha Varnana Pratigna means there was a proposition, Varnyate means being described. So, Aham Brahmasmi iti Anubhava Vakyartha Varnana Pratigna. Alright. So, how many topics are over?
9.
9. Good. So, we are in the same page. Okay. Then, 10 to 14 will be the same as what we have seen. Okay, actually let me tell you. 10th topic will be Upadesha Janya Akhandakara Vrittehe Udayaha. That was 171. Then 172 is what? Brahmakara Vritti Karyam Tad Badaha Cha. So, the effect or the function of Brahmakara Vritti and its negation. 172. That is topic number 11. Okay. Then 12th topic, Brahmagnane Visheshaha. The distinction or speciality in the mechanism of Brahmagnanam. And twofold Vishesha was told. One is, two points were discussed there. Phalavvyapyatva abhavaha and Chidabhasasya Brahmarupena avasthanam. So that is topic number 12, no? 12. The topic number 13 is Shruti Virodha Parihara. From 174 to 176. Alright. And the last topic, 14th topic, was Ghatadi Jnane Vyaptidvayam Apekshitam. In the knowledge of Ghatadi, twofold Vyapti is required. Shruti Virodha Parihara means resolution of contradiction of Shruti. That was 174 to 176. And the last topic, Ghatadi Jnane Vyapti Dvayam, or Ghatadi Jnane Brahma Jnanat Visheshaha. Either way we can say. In the knowledge of pot, etc., there is a distinction from the Brahma Jnanam. Or in Ghatadi Jnanam, twofold Vyaptis are required. That topic, last topic, 14th topic, was discussed from 177 to 180. Clear? Thus, 14 topics are discussed in this 4th chapter. So the next one is not that 15 topics. 5th chapter, one laga dena. So, that type of things are not there. Some people add some logic, there is no such thing. The 4th chapter has got 14 topics. Alright. Now 5th chapter. And 5th chapter is very easy chapter, where the sadhana for this anubhava, otherwise called sakshatkara. So aham brahmasmi sakshatkara anubhava, in a simple and a safe word, apratibadha aparoksha brahmajnanam, which is called sakshatkara. For that, what are the sadhanas required? Those sadhanas will be talked about. And a very interesting, very useful and simple topic. We will see from the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.